Ready? Okay. Wada, duba, dawia, shoba, chacho, agawia, sapwa, wadapa, dubapa. Pelaga!
My name is Amory Littleson. I'm part of the Blackfeet Nation, Crow tribe, and adopted into the Northern Cheyenne tribe. Right now I'm going to have my ceremony for my Indian name in 2 weeks, so not yet.
My name is Ambrosia Morningun. I'm 16 years old, and my Indian name is Aneth Taje, meaning bright path.
My name is Audrey Little Owl. I go to West High. I'm going to be a junior this year. My Crow name is Sweat Lodge of Medicine, and you say it Uwazubach.
My name is Bam Mason Logan Chavez, or Bachanaj, always fortunate. I'm currently going into my junior year. I just finished my sophomore year at Skyview High School. I'm currently 16 years old, and I'm Crow.
I'm Brooklyn Eagle Feathers. I'm Crow, Northern Cheyenne, and Chippewa. My Northern Cheyenne name is Miza Ionis, which means sweetgrass woman, and I don't have a Crow name.
My name is Echo. I'm going into my junior year. I am Athabascan, Koyukon, and Tanana.
I'm Isabella Little Owl, and I just graduated from West High School this year. And then I have my Crow name, which means make some dance, and it's Akwali Shicha.
My name is Colby Johnston. I'm a senior at West High School, and I don't have an Indian name.
Well, at first when I first moved here when I was younger, I felt kind of alienated and I felt like weird, cause like you first move up here and your family's like, he's whitewashed now, and then you move up here and there's like not a lot of natives, and you feel like, oh, like now I'm lame, now I don't want to be here, like I just want to go back. But I feel like growing up is kind of good that I had that experience, because it showed me like what it's like to be native up here and like what the problems are.
Being in spaces in which I may be the only Native American there, I feel a little outcasted a little bit, or people look at me as an alien.
To me, it's kind of hard, being like the only brown kid in the room. It shouldn't make me feel uncomfortable, but it sort of does. And sometimes I don't really know what to do in that situation, so I just try to look past it most times.
Whenever I meet new people, I don't make it a big deal, but if they ask about it or I bring up that I'm Native, I get a little nervous at some points because some people can accidentally be insensitive and say some weird things. A couple of people have asked me if I still live in igloos, which I don't.
What's a stereotype that you hear often?
That we drink a lot, and that's not true. I don't drink. Most of my friends don't drink. None of my family members drink. I just get tired of hearing that one.
Majority of my classes, I'm like one or few natives in the classroom. Sometimes I feel like I don't act myself. I restrain myself from fully like opening up to people at school. The hardest thing I would say is the feeling of being judged, being the only one.
That was like a problem when I was younger, I'd say, because I just wanted to fit in so bad, and then I eventually realized why do I need to fit in? Why can't I just be myself? So then I stopped being scared to grow up my hair, and then I grew up my hair in 8th grade, and it's going pretty good now. But it's I just wanted to fit in, and I just got out of that mindset, and I just was like, I can just be my own person, and I can create my own community around that, and I'll find my community, and I know I'll fit in somewhere.
I think a big part that kind of like plays into effect is the Indian education system here in Billings. It really tied me to being Indigenous and being myself. I was able to talk and like just be around other natives, and I think it really helped me become the person I am today.
I kind of always wanted to be like the type of leader I didn't have when I was younger. Like there wasn't a lot of kids coming to our school to show their regalia, and I just want to be able to put that back in.
Okay, everyone. Hello. My name is Mariah, and I'm excited to be here doing a workshop with you guys today.
There's so many leaders now. Like I've looked up to so many people, and there are so many people I've met. People cheer, and I've looked up to them, and it's been a lot better growing up, and it's pretty good now.
So I was like, that's sweetener, that's an Indigenous sweetener. So we'll add some maple syrup for some sweetness.
Where do you think Indian Ed could be improved?
I think it could definitely be improved by the way we handle like our school days. Native American history and like all of Indian education should be implied in to the district, not only just to elementary kids for a week and not only just a quick history lesson, but I definitely think it could be used as a class period or as a class. Kind of give like a, this is actually what happened, and like not only was this like my people, but this was also your people, and this was also like us together. And I think that's like a really big step for a school district to take.
It's really only like a week or two max that we are learning about natives. And we're only learning about the historical trauma. We're not learning about the arts and crafts or the culture or any other issues. We're just learning about the historical trauma natives endured so we could be here today.
What's something positive about growing up Indigenous in Billings that people might not know about?
Definitely the community. I've made so many like Native friends that really helps, so I feel like it's just a tight-knit community.
I think Billings does a fantastic job of kind of showing that there is Indigenous people here, and just like the little things. So like we do celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, and we have teachers in the school district that really help with that as well. And I think that just kind of ties Billings together, and I think it's part of its roots.
I feel proud now being the only like native in a room, because you could be a representative of who your people are and how you truly are instead of what they think, how our people act and what we do. I want other students to have that same feeling I have being with other native students. It's just like a sense of like another family, I would say. Like I could trust them fully and not worry that they're not gonna pull through for me or anything. I can just go out and know I can trust that person.
All right, can you introduce yourself and share what it's like to be an indigenous student living in an urban community?
Learning how to like go through life, knowing that you're a little bit different, but you're still the same as everybody else.
Being urban native is a little different because my first part of my life I grew up on the reservation. But I feel like I've been able to come to a balance, just like all my fellow panelists have said.
If you could say one thing to help other young people feel proud of who they are, what would it be?
I would say ask questions, ask your mother, grandparents, aunts, uncles, just ask them about your history, your culture, if you really do want to know. Trying new things and not being afraid of being judged either, of trying new things.
I think it's just all the people in our community. I don't think I would have met any of the people I'm friends with now if it weren't for all the programs or any of the people out here. I want to do more of my culture just because some of my other friends are more into their culture, which makes me like, I want to do the same thing, which for me I feel like it's a really good thing.
My biggest wish is that people just had variety and had the ability to think about all sides instead of just one side. Even people in Alaska should think about other tribes, and I kind of just wish people had the knowledge just of American history.
One of the biggest things for me is just showing that I'm Native in everyday life. I love to wear ribbon skirts and I love to have my beaded earrings on. And I just really like to show that I'm Native, even though I don't necessarily look that Native. And I think that really kind of just pushes me to be a better Native in our community.
So I know most Native American students, they struggle in school, but I wish most of us would just kind of like persevere through those struggles and continue on. And even if it's just getting your high school or getting your GED, just getting that education and being able to go through that, I think education is a great thing to have as a young mind, and being able to have that throughout your life makes you stronger.
I want to go into engineering, so my goal is to help maybe find more sustainable energy or more sustainable jobs in the future.
It's okay to be who you are. You shouldn't really think too far on what other people think of you. Just be in your own perspective, you know? And it's okay to be who you are and be proud of where you come from.
Oh, this is a good shot, actually.